Knicks fans, the offseason is here, and that means the offseason rumors are heating up. I saw this article that the Knicks should include RJ Barrett in a Donovan Mitchell trade, and I want you to weigh in early on in the show. Would you include RJ in a Donovan Mitchell trade? Type Y for yes, or you can go down and type N for no. Welcome into New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. We've got a jam-packed show for you all today. We're going to touch on those Donovan Mitchell for RJ rumors, and we're going to touch on that in a trade that could potentially happen. And then at the end of the show, we're giving shout-outs for everybody that typed Sloppy Toppy in the comments section. A lot of you guys were laughing, and I didn't get it. I thought that was just Opie Toppin's nickname, but we'll get to that later on in the show. But now, should the Knicks include RJ Barrett in a Donovan Mitchell trade? Shout out to the rumor, because this one came from our friends over at Fansided, and they said this is what the trade would look like. The Knicks, they would receive the Spider, Donovan Mitchell, but they would have to give up RJ Barrett, Evan Fournier, a 2022 first-round pick, and a 2024 first rounder. So you give up RJ, the 21-year-old phenom, one of the best rookies in recent memory. You got to give up Evan Fournier, who just set the record for most threes made in a season by a New York Knick, and 2 first-round picks. I want you to be the GM. Let me know, would you make this trade if you were Leon Rose? Would you be willing to give up RJ Barrett for Donovan Mitchell? It's going to take a lot to get Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks. I'll give you my trade idea later on in the show, but answer this one for me in the comment section. Type A for accept, or if you don't like the deal, that's cool. You can go down and type D for decline. If a Donovan Mitchell trade happens or any news or rumors pop up throughout the NBA offseason, we're going to be breaking it down on this channel. So go hit that big red subscribe button for free. Daily videos around the latest Knicks news, rumors, and look, we're trying to catch up to 76ers Now, a channel here at Chat Sports that does the same thing for the 76ers. I hate losing, and especially to Philadelphia. We're about a little under or over, my math is bad, 300 subscribers away. Let's get there this video. Subscribe for free daily videos and help us catch the Philadelphia 76ers Now. RJ, in my opinion, is untouchable. The Knicks haven't had this much promise in a rookie prospect since Kristaps Porzingis. I know that didn't end up well. A lot of injuries came up and they shipped him to the Dallas Mavericks, but that's the type of player RJ is. RJ can be the face of the New York Knicks for the next 10 to 12 years. I mean, what he did in the final second half of the season this year, he showed you that he can be a lead dog. He can be an alpha. He can be a Batman, or he could be a Robin. This is someone that is a really good basketball player and is just touching what he can be. 23.5 points per game in the second half of the season. This guy is just touching the surface. He's 21 years old. 21 years old, and he's already the face of the New York Knicks. The Knicks, they need to build around him. We can't take RJ for granted, because if you know this guy on screen right now, that means you're a real New York Knicks fan. That's Charlie Ward. Why is Charlie Ward on the show today? Because it's been since 1994, the year that Charlie Ward was drafted, that the Knicks have signed a rookie to a second contract that is multi-years. So it's been 27 years since the New York Knicks have re-signed a rookie after their first contract expired. RJ Barrett is going to break that curse, and that's how good of a player he is. He deserves his roses. He deserves his credit. What he did for the second half of the season for the Knicks, he made him watchable. He is absolutely untouchable in any trade this season. The Knicks, they need to build around RJ Barrett. Get him the players they need to be successful. Get Julius Randle out of here. Him and RJ don't mesh all that well together. It's time to build around your prospects. Invest in your investment. Do what you got to do to make RJ Barrett comfortable and a better player in the NBA. Coming up later on the show, we're going to give out shout-outs for Sloppy Toppy. I asked you guys to comment Sloppy Toppy on one of our previous videos, and a lot of you did that. Actually, 19 of you did. I appreciate all the love. We'll give you those shout-outs later on in the video, so stay tuned and continue to watch the video. But if you believe in RJ Barrett, that he can be the face of the New York Knicks, I want to start a hashtag here. Hashtag StarJ. Go in the comments, spam it once, twice. You can do it 5 times for all I care. Just get in the comments, show some love to RJ Barrett, and use the hashtag StarJ in the comments right now. When you look at what RJ has done through his 3 years since being drafted out of Duke, he's progressed every single year. And that's all you can ask a young player to do. He went from 14.5 points a game to 17.5 points a game. And this year, he averaged 20 points per game, which he said was a goal of his, and he reached it. His assists kind of always averaged about 2.5, 3 this year, 3 last year. His field goal percentage, it needs to get better. He's shooting 41.8% from the field in his NBA career. He's got to be more efficient. He has to finish better at the line, at the free throw line as well. But his three-point percentage, it was down a little bit this year after being at about 40% last year. But we're seeing improvements. He has more confidence in that jump shot. He's shooting threes off the dribble, something he didn't do his rookie season. RJ has gotten better every single year. Almost every game, it seems like RJ is better than the last one. And I love that. But there's also things that he can get better at. He's still just 21. He needs to learn how to pass out of drives a little bit more. I like that mentality of when he gets going downhill, he thinks nobody in the NBA can stop him. I want that out of my best player of my team. I want him to think that he has to do it himself. But there's been many times throughout his career when he gets to the hole, there's three-pointers on the three-point arc, open and ready to shoot and get good looks. He's got to get more quicker laterally. I'm not actually sure how much he can do that. I think it also goes into getting into better shape. I know he already plays like 40 minutes a game, but I want him to get in even better shape because he's going to be the dog and the cow that the Knicks ride home until he's done in the NBA. He has to be a better ball handler as well. When your ball handling improves, you become a better offensive threat because you can get to your spots much easier. We saw RJ add that mid-range game this year. He showed that back to the basket game. He gets better ball handling, he can dribble the ball more and carry this offense, and his usage rate will continue to go up. He's a lefty, so he's got to get better at finishing at the rim with his right hand. He does a lot of spin moves to get back to his left hand. I want to see him more comfortable with finishing with the right hand. He's already great finishing with the left, but if he continues to get better around the rim, his production will only go up. And free throw shooting. He's shooting about 70% from the free throw line in his career. If that number gets to 80, 85%, this guy could average 25 points a night very easily. Those are my 5 biggest needs or areas of improvement that I would like to see RJ get better. What are yours? Get in the comments. Be the coach. If you were his trainer, what did you have him working on this offseason? Let me know in the comments section. Where does RJ Barrett need to improve the most? Coming up, we got a trade idea that I cooked up in ESPN's NBA trade machine. The money worked. It's all good. It can happen. All that needs to happen is the Utah Jazz have to accept it. But it's a Donovan Mitchell trade without RJ Barrett. I'm not willing to give up RJ. We'll tell you about that trade in a quick second. But first, I want to tell you about our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. They've got an awesome deal going on for first-time users. When you go to chatsports.com/bet and you plug in the promo code CHAT125 and you deposit $100, they'll match it with a 125% deposit bonus. I was watching the play-in games last night, and I had a little more fun on it because I had some lettuce on the line. The Knicks aren't playing, but I think we're all going to still be watching the NBA playoffs. Bet on them at chatsports.com/bet. Just use the promo code CHAT125. All right, a trade idea. Now, not from Fansided, but from yours truly, Marshall Green. I thought long and hard about that Fansided trade, but I just really don't think you can give up RJ Barrett, someone that you're finally grooming to be a New York Knick. Probably the most upside prospect that the Knicks have had in a very long time. That's someone that wants to be a New York Knick. That's what I love about RJ. He wants to be a Knick. He loves the pressure of playing in New York City. He loves Madison Square Garden. He always rants and raves about how the Knicks have the best fans in the NBA. Maybe he's just brainwashed me into believing in him, but I really do. This is the trade that I cooked up. The Knicks, they would be receiving Donovan Mitchell, the big star in the trade, but they would be shipping out Julius Randle and Kemba Walker, the $8 million for Kemba Walker. You get that off the books, so that's a win for the New York Knicks, and it also matches the salary of Donovan Mitchell. But then the part that hurts. You got to give up a young player. I thought, is it Emmanuel Quickly? Is it Quentin Grimes? It damn sure ain't Obi Toppin, or is it Cam Reddish? I went with Cam Reddish. I really like him a lot. We'll touch on him in a second. And then I think you got to include 3 first-round picks. Your lottery pick this year, and then 2 future ones. So be the GM, or actually the judge of this trade. Who do you think wins this deal? Is it the Knicks because they get Donovan Mitchell? Is it the Knicks because they don't have to have Julius Randle on this roster anymore? Or is it the Utah Jazz because they get Julius Kemba and Cam Reddish? I know you all guys are big fans of Cam Reddish, and they get 3 first-round picks. Let me know who wins the trade. Type NYK for the New York Knicks, or go down and type Utah for the Utah Jazz. Trading Cam Reddish sucks. I'm a big fan of his. A lot of you that watch these videos, always let me know in the comment section that Cam Reddish has all NBA potential. The thing is, we're entering year 4, and we haven't seen that. Does that mean that I don't think he's going to be a good player? No. Does that mean that he can't be a good player? No. He has all the skills. He can dribble the ball. He's 6'8". He's long. He can shoot it from all 3 levels. He is a real deal scorer in the NBA. The thing is, scared money don't make money. And to get Donovan Mitchell, you're going to have to give up a young player. And I'd rather give up Cam Reddish than Quentin Grimes. I think Quentin Grimes is more of a winning basketball player at the NBA level, a true 3-and-D player. That in his rookie year, we saw the ability for him to score it off the dribble. I don't want to give up Emmanuel quickly, and I don't want to give up Obi Toppin, who just scored 42 points. This is someone that I think the Knicks can build around. If you have a youth movement of RJ, Obi, Emmanuel quickly, and Quentin Grimes to go with Donovan Mitchell, that is a strong nucleus of young talent. It sucks seeing Cam Reddish go, but sometimes you got to trade good players to get back good players. It's just business. But speaking of Donovan Mitchell, the fastest way for him to get out of Utah is for the Jazz to lose in the first round of the NBA playoffs. So if you want him to lose, if you want to see Utah out of the playoffs and getting ready to go to Cabo, go down and like this video. The more likes we get, the more probable it is that they're going to lose in the first round. So if you want the Jazz to lose, and that means Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks, go down and like this video. Alrighty, we're on to the shout-outs portion of the show. I asked you guys in a recent video to go and comment Sloppy Toppy, Obi Toppin's nickname in the comments section. A lot of you are like, yo, I don't think Marshall even knows what Sloppy Toppy is. If you do know, fill me in, get in the comment section, and let me know. But shout out to all 20 of you who commented. Master Search, Yaha Sumter, Peter Rodriguez, Brownsville BK, Carl, Devin, Kenny Merriman, Efren Cedinho, Gaming God, Malcolm Martin, DeCommish, Bodega. Shout out to the Bodega. I'll see you there this weekend. Phil Boy Kevin, LA, Dark41969, always in the comment section, my guy. Darren Gale, what's up? I'll get a Giants video up later for you today. Then we got Maine, Michael Watkins, Tamar Bowles, and Obi Toppin. Was Obi Toppin in the video last time? Maybe he was. Maybe he's a search his own name type of guy on YouTube. I appreciate everybody that commented on that video. This channel thrives off audience interaction, and I want to make the viewers a bigger focal point of the show going forward. So if you want a shout out on the next show, go down in the comments and type Rowan or Rowan, however you say it. I say Rowan. Someone told me it was Rowan. I'm going with Rowan, and that's Rowan Barrett Jr., RJ Barrett. Show him some love. Type Rowan in the comments section.